the Cavs over 2 weeks ago because he wants to be the focal point of the offense and no longer wants to play with LeBron. Yesterday, Chauncey Billups, who removed his name from consideration to become the Cavs president of basketball operations earlier this month, said he was not surprised by the trade request, but he did question Kyrie's decision. Let's take a listen.
If it's all about winning, I mean, man, you got a chance to win every single year, man. Every single year you got a chance to win. And not only that, you get in the ball school. You getting everything you want. You get all the shots you want. You're playing for a great coach who's letting you go to work. Games on the line. They coming to you. You playing on TV every week. To me, I don't get it. I just don't get it, but everybody has their own desires. I mean, he's won a championship already. Maybe he's saying, you know what? Yeah, I won a championship. I did this. I did that. Maybe he wants to be Russell Westbrook, man, and go try to win MVP and get all the shots. And that's the only thing that I can – it's the only sense that I can make of it. And to me, that doesn't make sense.
Shannon, does Chauncey have a point?
If I didn't know better, Chauncey Billups in this show, because what he said exactly what I said on Monday, Skip. I said, what I said, Skip, when you look at this, I could see if Kyrie, if LeBron was taking 22, 23 shots, Kyrie getting 13. You mentioned it also. Kyrie took more shots in the regular season than LeBron James did.
And then it flipped in the playoffs.
So he's getting his buckets. In the fourth quarter, game on the line, more times than not, they're going to him.
Until game 3 of the finals. Go ahead.
Although he was 0 for 7 from the three-point line, but that's neither here nor there. We're going to talk about this right now, Skip. LeBron, what we know about LeBron is the most unselfish superstar that maybe we've ever seen. That's not a true point guard. Obviously, you know, Magic Johnson and John Stockton, they were a point guard. That was their job, was to distribute the basketball. But LeBron James is so unselfish. Sometimes he makes a pass. The guy misses a shot. LeBron, you're 6'9", 260. Why don't you go to the basket?
Yeah, why don't you? That's a good question. That is the question.
You gonna let me talk, Skip?
Well, you ask it. I
didn't ask you.
Huh?
I'm asking hypothetically.
Oh, so hypothetical questions cannot be answered across the table. I get it.
Kyrie was 6th in shots attempts last year. The 5 guys in front of him, 3 of those guys did not make the playoffs. Dame Lillard, Boogie Cousins, Anthony Davis. And what did I also say? Once he got that championship, it made him a lot easier to make this decision. And I said it. He wanted to be Russell Westbrook because he see the love and admiration that's being heaped on him. 42 triple-doubles. He won the MVP. No chance of winning a title, but he's getting loved. He's getting praised. And that's what Kyrie so deserves. He loves his hero. Like a lot of guys growing up, their hero would say Allen Iverson or Michael Jordan. Kyrie Irving was Kobe Bryant. And we know Kobe wanted all the shots. He wanted all the shine. He wanted all the credit. And what Kyrie seems to be telling me and telling a lot of people is that it's not about winning. Well, maybe he thinks he can win in another location. But how about this, Skip? I would rather go and maybe win, be the guy, get the shots, as opposed to being next to a guy that I know we're going to win and we're going to compete for a title every single year. I wish him well. I don't begrudge Kyrie Irving. But as Chauncey Billups says, it makes no sense to me either.
I know Chauncey a little bit from working at ESPN. I respect the heck out of Chauncey Billups. But in this case, he just doesn't get it. In this case, and I'm going to throw you into this also, you don't get it. Chauncey is completely off point because he's so way off base, and he comes across as naive, and I thought he did his homework through Ty Lue, a close friend of his, about what was really going on in the locker room behind the scenes with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Because frankly, Chauncey's argument against Kyrie just comes off as flat out weak to me. And I remind you, Chauncey did win an NBA championship back in 2004 against Kobe's Lakers on a team without a superstar. They were basically 5 pretty equal, very valuable cogs in that offense. And the truth was, the superstar personality and presence on that team was the head coach, Larry Brown. So you had Chauncey and Rip and Tayshaun, Rasheed, Ben Wallace. And they're all kind of equal, although Chauncey was clearly the leader of that team, and he was known as Mr. Big Shot. And he did win the MVP of what was only a 5-game NBA Finals by averaging 21 points and 5 assists. Not exactly LeBron or Kyrie type splashy numbers.
Kind of like Kawhi did when he won the MVP.
Kind of, except Kawhi really played the other end and made it life so hard for LeBron James, who got blown off the floor by a record margin. You brought it up, I finished. By a record margin? How could a LeBron James team get blown off the floor by a record margin?
The same way Shaq and Kobe got blown off.
And you know what he said? LeBron said, I got to go home. I got to go join Kyrie because I think I can get Kev to come with us to Cleveland, right?
Whatever.
Yeah, that's what happened. And I can stay in the East where it's a cakewalk.
Can you go ahead?
So here's the point. That Detroit team won sort of by default because 2 huge superstar egos were clashing on the other side of the court, right? Kobe and Shaq were falling apart, literally falling completely apart. And they benefited, did the Detroit Pistons, from that. So now, how can you condemn a Kyrie Irving for wanting out, not to go? Kyrie doesn't want to go to Golden State. He's willing to go to the Knicks. He put the Knicks on his list. Are they not the biggest disaster in basketball right now?
Yeah, he'd be the face of the franchise.
Okay,
and
way to go.
Shots.
Okay, he believes not that he wants to win MVP. He thinks he can go win a championship by himself. Well, you can scoff all you want, but how many days have I had to sit here and say, Unc's coming, right?
He
as in Uncle Drew, as in best handle in basketball, as in probably the best clutch shooter in all of basketball. The closer for the Cleveland Cavaliers is one Kyrie Irving. So how can you condemn him for finally saying, after 3 years with LeBron James, and I'm going to remind you again, he did not choose to team up with LeBron. LeBron chose to team up with him. Beautiful, right on schedule. After Kyrie says, okay, Dan Gilbert, okay, I'll do it. I'll sign your dotted line. I will commit for the next 5 years because I'm going to be the man, right? And you're going to be the man. 11 days later, the man came back.
Right.
And again,
you can be next to the man.
Yeah, you can be next to the man. And again, they teamed up just fine, but it's a cakewalk. It's East. They got to the finals last year going 23-23 over their last 46 games. You can't do that in the Western Conference. I can just tell you, you're going to be dead in that water if you go 23-23 in your last 46 in the West. Well, can't get away with it.
Well, you made it seem like they went 15-37 in their first games. I mean, did that happen, Skip? I mean,
you just can't right ship that way in the West. They'll just devour you.
You can when you LeBron.
Well, I hope LeBron, I just hope after next year, I just hope he goes and gets a little taste of the West. I want to see LeBron in the West.
We might take our talent.
Go to the Lakers, go to the Clippers, go to San Antonio and get a taste of it because it ain't easy. It's a war of attrition, and you get beat up in the West, and you sort of stumble all the way into the finals.
How you think we got those finals? We beat the best the West had to offer.
Yeah.
We beat a 73-9 team. We beat a team with a three-headed monster in James Harden, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and we beat a team with 4 Hall of Famers, the San Antonio Spurs. So what you mean we don't know what it's like? But I tell you this, let me ask you this. Tell me the last time a 6'2" point guard led a team to a title.
Isaiah did. It can be done. Hey, this is one of those guys I put in that category. I put it up in this category of Tom Brady's up in there, and I could throw in a couple of other names, but Kyrie is one of those guys you don't bet against.
You do realize that Joe Dumars was a Finals MVP also. Are we forgetting that?
No, I love Joe Dumars.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. Just making sure we're on the same page.
So at age 25, Kyrie deserves the respect that he's earned because he did hit the clutch shot to win LeBron another ring 2 years ago in the finals. He hit the shot of shots in Game 7, game on the line at Oakland against those Golden State Warriors. And he deserves at 25, after putting up with all things LeBron.
Putting up, stop it, Skip.
Hey, well, then you don't get it either. It's everything that I've been telling you for a year on this show. It's everything I was saying for how many years has LeBron been in the league? Since, what was it, 05? 3, whatever it was. Since he's been in the league, I've been saying all these things about LeBron, and trust me, Kyrie finally said, I'm sick and tired of this. Just can't put up with it. I've deferred to him enough. I've been little brother long enough. I've taken his stuff long enough because LeBron is prone to chewing out Kyrie publicly.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. Well, we saw it 2 years ago in the playoffs. We saw it occasionally this year with little glances, little asides, because he didn't think Kyrie didn't played enough defense.
Tom Brady does it all the time.
He does not do it all the time.
Oh, he doesn't?
All he is the greatest quarterback
see,
ever.
now you make it. No, Skip. Hold on. You make it seem like LeBron James is the 15th man on the bench that's calling out Kyrie Irving. You can't make excuses when Tom Brady doing it. He's a leader, but LeBron James doing it, oh, he's showing up his teammate. Come on now,
So
Skip.
who is the center of the Cavaliers universe? It's unquestionably LeBron James. He is treated as the center of the universe. He gets Randy Mims on the team plane everywhere they go, and Randy has his high school buddy of his gets a job in the organization. Kyrie did not love that. You could read that on ESPN.com. I'm not reporting that.
Oh, Skip.
Okay?
Ask Dan Gilbert. Can he get one of his boys on the team?
He just doesn't play that way.
Yes, he does, because why is he upset then?
Kyrie gets sick and tired of all of the unnecessary LeBron drama. And we talk about it almost every day during the regular season. There's a new LeBron drama that doesn't have to be, because he either passively, aggressively posts something cryptically on social media that makes everybody say, huh? Well, what does that mean? Well, what is he saying exactly? It's distracting to the team. It's a domineering sort of leadership in a weird and unpredictable way, because even when LeBron speaks to the media after the game, he's always got something else to say. And trust me, it really rubbed Kyrie the wrong way when he said back on, what was it, January 23rd, and we talked about it at the Super Bowl, that we, the Cavaliers, said LeBron James, are top-heavy as bleep. And Kyrie was like, top-heavy? Well, you want to be top-heavy. We have 3 stars in the Eastern Conference, and we have 2 stars who are good enough to go beat the Golden State Warriors. That's what Kyrie thought.
He could think all he wanted to, Skip, but what was the defining moments of those games? It was the bench scoring. The
defining moment was up 4 with a minute 30 left in the King's house with the King with the ball in his hands. That's defining.
They should have been up 20.
If you close the deal, it's 2-1 with another game in your house.
How about Kyrie hit at least 2 of those 7 threes that he attempted that he didn't draw iron?
And he felt like he was not in the offense that night.
Skip,
LeBron, what happened the last 4 possessions of that game? The King had the ball in his hands.
Now you go
did
to 4
he score?
possessions.
No, he did not.
Did
he get to the free throw line? He did not.
What about all those shots Kyrie missed? No, yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, this is the turning point, and he wanted the ball in his hands. He's the closer, and in those last 4 possessions, you give him the basketball and let him do his globetrotter thing. He's going to score it.
Okay, well, how about
what happened on Christmas Day at the end of the game against the Golden State Warriors? Who closed the deal? It was Kyrie.
What about 2015? LeBron should be fed up with Kyrie missing 29 games to start the season. That's what LeBron should have been fed up with. Oh, yes.
2015.
What part about 2015? He missed 29 games. He played in 53.
I don't even remember. Was he hurt?
Oh, that ain't got nothing to do with LeBron. What did that have to do with LeBron? LeBron should have been fed up with him. LeBron should be fed up when he doesn't.
He's hurt.
Whoa. Skip,
I haven't heard this. Is this coming from LeBron's camp?
No. It's called this thing called, you research.
Oh.
You ought to try it out sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you ought to try that research out. Look here.
I think I'm researching you under the table right now.
This is what I do right here, Skip. In God I trust. Everybody else better bring data and facts. I'm coming with you with facts.
Okay.
You keep talking about Kyrie. This is what we know about Kyrie. When he was a baby, he was in the lottery. Anthony Bennett, he got. Andrew Wiggins.
Wait. He got Anthony Bennett? Who wants Anthony Bennett? Was that not the all-time worst draft in the history of drafts? Go look at it. Help me out. Could Anthony Bennett play? You might as well draft nobody with the first overall pick.
If he wasn't in the lottery, he couldn't have got Anthony Bennett.
Okay, so he was 19, 20, and 21, and he had 0 help. It's like an expansion team.
What about Bron? What did Bron have? What did Bron have?
He had some pieces. He had Larry Hughes. Larry Hughes is an all-star. He's an all-star.
He had Larry Hughes. Really, Skip?
Yeah.
You going to tell me the man had a mop bucket?
Ilgauskas is a good player. Very good player. I'll take him.
The man had a screwdriver, a monkey wrench, a pipe wrench, and some soap.
No.
And he took those pieces to an NBA final at 24.
In the Eastern Conference.
I don't care.
In the Eastern Conference. And he got to the finals and got swept by my San Antonio Spurs. And if he's the best player on the planet, he should at least win a game.
Oh,
right?
Well, how can Shaq and Kobe, two of the most dominant players in a lot of people's mind, they're two top 10 players. How can they lose in 5 games till you say there was no superstars, just a bunch of average guys? How could they do that?
Because they were clashing.
Oh, because.
There's the classic case of, remember the play where Kobe looked at Shaq, who was wide open, and said, no, I'm not going to pass you.
What I got? Hold up.
Well,
What
you're going to lose.
All I'm saying is, I'm not trying to demean Kyrie from wanting to leave. If he wants to leave, that's his business. Kyrie can play on the moon. As a matter of fact, go to China where they have 1.2 billion people, and you'll never, ever, ever be big as that guy that's 6'9", 280. He about 255. He lost some weight. You saw him though.
He won't be as literally big, but he could be figuratively as big, and he believes it. So let's let him go find it and find it. Let him be the man.
Go to the Knicks and be the face. Skip. Okay. I could be the face of the Knicks. That's not saying anything.
I don't think you could be the face of the Knicks.
Why aren't you? You're the intramural champ.
Skip better recognize. But Skip, I love how you try to do this every time. You go, oh, it's LeBron. Well, Kyrie's. Look, I don't have a problem with Kyrie wanting to leave. LeBron, I don't believe have a point with Kyrie. I don't even have a problem with Kyrie not telling LeBron. But don't bring my name up. You want to leave? Go it alone. Go to the Knicks. Go wherever. Go to the moon. Play on Saturday. Heard it. They got a 7-on-7 tournament in Canada somewhere. LeBron is the guy, and he would rather be the man with no chance of winning a title than be next to the man.
Who says there's no chance? Who says?
You're not winning no title at the Knicks. You're not going to be the face of the Minnesota Timberwolves because guess what? That's Karl Anthony Towns. You're not going to be the face of the San Antonio Spurs. That's Kawhi Leonard. Now you go to Miami because they ain't got nobody down there. Pat Riley, the face of that team.
They got a lot down there, actually.
Well, go on
that
down
would
there.
Be interesting.
Give us a Hassan Whiteside and you can have Kyrie.
Oh, well, they got that.
Yeah, you can have. Hey, y'all got Dion Waiters. Y'all got the best clutch shooter in basketball. Big shot taker.
And by the way, that was the other guy. Dion Waiters was drafted actually before Anthony Bennett was. And right away, he didn't like Kyrie.
Hold on. So somebody didn't like Kyrie?
Hey,
what?
Dion, whom we had on the show the other day, doesn't like a whole lot of people. He's hard to deal with.
Whoa.
He has just now grown up over the last year.
So hold on.
It took Pat Riley to mature him.
How, if Kyrie is as great as you say, how would he be in a position to get Dion Waiters, who's the 6th pick in the draft? How would he be in a position to get him?
4th pick.
Well, how would he be? Skip. You got to be pretty bad to keep getting top 4.
Didn't have anybody. Expansion team, baby. He's a baby.
What about LeBron?
He's 20 years old, 19 years old.
LeBron came straight from high school. Barely had a driver's license. Gloria had to take him the day he got drafted to get his driver's license.
Really good. But you want to talk about an ego. You want to talk about a diva. You want to talk about drama queen LeBron. Boy, I got
to butt my button on this. So let me ask you a question. Who you think has a bigger ego, Michael Jordan or LeBron James? And I'll sit right here.
Well, it depends how you express it.
It's a simple question.
Who had more confidence in himself? It's like not even in the same universe. It's Michael Jordan.
Let me see if I can explain this a better way.
LeBron can't back his ego up
let me try
when it's time.
Let me try
With the money on the line, the game on the line, LeBron can't back his ego up.
It like this, okay? Who has the bigger of the two egos, LeBron James or one Michael Jeffrey Jordan? There's not no this and two, and he could do this.
I'd say they're probably equal. They are, but they don't belong in the same sense. I'm offended you would even put those two names in the same sentence.
LeBron has chosen one tattooed on him.
What they got to do with it?
I mean, you're talking about ego. He's tattooed on his back. I'm fine with it, but I'm just saying, what are we talking about here?
Chosen one?
Is he not?
LeBron James has an ego, as he should.
Is he not anointed? Is he not a biblical proportion?
I just don't understand how you want out of Cleveland and you're supposed to do that without mentioning LeBron.
No, don't mention LeBron. You ain't got nothing to do.
How's that possible?
Hey, I just want to go. I want to do a new thing. Hey, I ain't got to tell you. If I'm married and I want to get a divorce, I ain't got to tell you I ain't seeing Susan. I ain't got to tell you that. I just want out. I mean, I ain't happy.
Michael Jordan was his own closer LeBron needed a closer.
What about Paxton?
Wow.
What part did Paxton and Kerr play in those last second shots?
Yeah.
All right,
Or
we
those
gotta leave
30
it
points
there.
that
Are
Tony
there
Kukoc
really
scored against
I mean, did
Utah?
Michael-
quarterbacks in the NFL better than